What's up, guys? It's Sad Zilla with another episode of Zilla Mode. Today we're going to be talking about getting your monthly listeners up, okay? So, now, one thing that I want to preface this by saying that, like, when you talk about monthly listeners, I want you to guys be very clear, have a clear understanding of what monthly listeners actually are, okay? So that you can kind of go into this with a clear, good mindset, okay? So, monthly listeners are not necessarily people that are listening to your music on repeat every single day, whatever the case may be, right? It could be one person that gets recommended your music through radio and they happen to listen to it, and maybe they skip it, maybe they listen to it and they add it to a playlist. It doesn't matter. That means, at least if they listen to at least 30 seconds, that is a play. That means they are a listener for that month, okay? So before we start anything, I just want you guys to know that monthly listeners are not necessarily fans, okay? The reason that you need to understand this is because it doesn't matter if you have 0 monthly listeners right now. It doesn't matter if you have 20,000 monthly listeners right now. When we start this journey, okay, to 100,000 monthly listeners, I want you guys to know that this is a game that we're playing. This is a game that we are playing, and it is a lot of work. But if you do it right, and you have good quality music, and you try to grow as an artist over the course of this time, you are going to find the success that you're looking for. Okay, so the 3 things that I want to talk about today. I may, delve into other parts of it, but they're pretty basic, okay? The first step that I want you guys to follow, and this is not necessarily like, oh, this step, that you have to go in this order. I'm just saying, like, as far as, like, things that you need to do, these are the things that you need to do, okay? So the first thing before we start anything is going to be have music, okay? You guys need a lot of unreleased music ready to go, okay? The reason that I want you guys to have a lot of music ready to go is because we are going to be releasing weekly. Every single Friday, we are going to be releasing music. Now, the reason why I want to do the weekly releases and talk to you guys about the weekly releases is because, one, though you want to create with intention and you want to put stuff out there with intention, we have to train the algorithm to know what kind of music you make, okay? And who to send your music to, okay? So this is very important. This is why, just like with social media, if you post on Instagram or TikTok or something like that, you have to continuously post in the same niche, in the same genre in this case, over and over and over again, so that it gets more and more information on who to send your next content to, who to send that video specifically to. And these algorithms have gotten so good that it works very well. So you have to train the algorithm to know what your music is, okay? So that kind of brings me to my next point, is that you guys need to have a certain genre. You need to have a certain audience and niche in mind, so that or so more so that Spotify knows where to send your music. Okay, so when you make rock music, it doesn't matter like that it's rock music. It matters what kind of rock music. Is it grunge? Is it pop punk? Is it soft rock? Is it hard rock? Is it metal? If you're releasing rap music, what kind of rap music? Is it trap? Is it drill? Is it rage music? It matters so much more than you think. I mean, like, the amount of, or the variety of the monthly or related artists that you can have as an artist is so broad. You can make rage music, for example, and you could have totally different related artists for your music than another artist, whether they're small or big. It doesn't matter, because all that tells you is that your listeners, the people that are listening to your music right now, also listen to these artists. So that's something that you need to know and exploit. pretty much, for lack of better terms. So you need to know what your niche is. You need to define that sound and define that audience before you even do anything. Before you start making these songs, you need to know exactly who you are trying to reach with your music, okay? And what's going to help with this is if you do collaborations with other artists, this is also going to strengthen that related artist algorithm. The Spotify is going to have way more information on your music, especially in the first go around. It's going to have way more information if it knows something about the other artists that you're collaborating with. So that doesn't mean that you need to go out and you need to have a bunch of big collabs. Just find people and artists that you respect and know and you're friendly with that work in the same type of genre and, you know, are a part of that audience maybe already that you are trying to get a part of, and that can help you along that way as well, okay? So you want a loyal audience that kind of sticks to that sound, and that's what you're looking for, okay? So that's the biggest thing. Also, make sure that this, you know, find out where this audience even is. You know, if they're on YouTube, if they're on TikTok, if they're on Instagram, where are they? You know, where are the promotion platforms so that you can get your videos on those or your music on those, so that you can showcase them to more listeners in that audience. You basically just want to niche down your sound so that, or not even niche, not necessarily niche down your sound, just know who you are and the kind of music that you make so that you can reach the right people, right? Okay, so now the next thing, and this is probably one of the biggest things, and I've told you over this course of this entire video so far that you want to niche down and you want to fit that sound and everything, but at the same time, guys, this is very important. You need to have something that makes you stand out, okay? Something that makes you stand out in the crowd. So if you are joining this crowd, this niche or whatever, that you're trying to get your music to this audience or whatever, you need to, at the same time, stand out in that audience, okay? There's so many, if you were, you know, trying to make metalcore music or something like that, if you just make and try to build your whole brand and your sound around Bring Me the Horizon, yeah, sure, it's proven to work that, you know, it's a known style of rock and metal that people really do enjoy. But the thing is that you have so many people trying to do the same thing that you're not going to stand out. And if you are going to do that, if you are going to make that sound, what is something that can separate you? Maybe it's your aesthetic. Maybe it's the way that you come off, the way that you post, the way that you communicate with your listeners, the way that you maybe do a certain style of, you know, a certain part of your music, right? You have to like look at all your factors and what you can do that is unique to you and your group, or, you know, you as an artist and your brand. Okay, so once you figure that out, you can kind of have like a basic idea of like where you're going to be starting. Okay, and so that brings me to my last thing. Okay, and I guys, I know that if you came here for like a cheat code, I didn't say if there was a cheat code to get to 100,000 monthly listeners. You need to take these steps. You need to take everything that I just said, okay, and you need to apply it everywhere, okay? That means posting on TikTok. That means posting on Instagram. That means posting every single week, like I said, posting on YouTube, posting on all these social media platforms every single week about whatever song that you got coming up, okay? And I know what you guys are thinking. If you guys have made it this far into the video, listen, I know exactly what you're thinking. You're like, this isn't the cheat code. This isn't the thing that I was promised. I've been clickbaited. No, you haven't. Okay, listen, I have over 100,000 monthly listeners. I have, for the past 5 years, I've created 3 successful music projects. I've done this over and over and over again. Let me tell you, this takes time. Okay, if you want real growth and growth that will last, okay, this is how you do it. This is how I did it over 3 times, okay? So keep that in mind going into this last point that I'm going to make for you guys, okay? There is absolutely no cheat code. I cannot come on here and tell you, make this style of content, make this style of TikTok, make this style of whatever the case may be. And I can do that, right? I can give you examples of what I've done and what you could do. And that's what a lot of people want. People want that cheat code. This is all about the mindset and the way that we're going into making music, okay? There is no cheat code, guys. It is very, very, very simple, but it is very, very hard. It is not easy, okay? I have a career in music for a reason, okay? It's not because I got lucky. It's not because I collaborated with the right person. It's not, that I promoted in the right place. It's a mixture of everything. It's a mixture of everything. And everybody has their own journey. And you need to decide whether or not that journey is for you, okay? If all this stuff sounded good until this point, and you were waiting for a cheat code at the end of this video, and you're looking on YouTube for cheat codes everywhere, I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that, okay? Because there's no one size fits all solution to making music a career. This is just the basics. This is like the basic, and you can do it different ways if you want. You don't have to do weekly. You could do bi-weekly, you could do monthly, whatever. All you're doing is just changing your approach in terms of, intention and purpose with your music, I guess. Like maybe you're the type of person that, no, I want to take all my resources and throw it onto one song or whatever. All it is just less information that you're going to be able to feed to Spotify. And that's the main point of why I want you to do the weekly thing. I want you to be able to have as many opportunities without oversaturating your market to give the algorithm more and more chances to understand what kind of music you're making and who to send it to, okay? And that's why I say the niche down. That's why I say to keep the genre the same, or at least like directing it towards the same audience, so that Spotify gets all of the unfiltered, clean data that it needs, so that it knows where to send your music, and your release radar is going to get better every single week. Right now, dude, like I get like at least like 20,000 streams week one just from release radar, okay? Because I've trained the algorithm to know exactly who to send this to, okay? And same thing goes with radio. Radio's going to get higher as well because it knows more about your music and where to send it to. And it sees that people are not skipping your music because it knows who to send it to. These are all super important pieces of information that Spotify needs in order to know how to get you to that 100,000 monthly listeners that you're looking for. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's kind of like an impromptu, kind of like unedited way of taking in this information. I hope that you guys enjoy that. I've been talking a lot more about mindset stuff on the channel. If you guys are interested in that stuff and the mindset of just like how people consume stuff on the internet and how I'm consuming stuff on the internet and how to better understand how we can, better approach the way we do our marketing and everything like that. Definitely like and subscribe. Check out some of those other videos. And anyway, I'm going to leave it with you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any questions on any future videos that you guys want to see me make. And until next time, Zilla out.